Hello, my name is Rachel, and today is the publication anniversary of my favorite book. And if you've been around my channel at all, I think you're going to realize that that is Pride and Prejudice. Today is the 209th anniversary, so I thought we should celebrate. So I have some ideas for today, but the general outline is going to be to try to read Pride and Prejudice and watch the 2015 adaptation. So we'll see what else we get into, but yeah, those are the plans to celebrate, and I'm pretty excited about it. So I thought I'd bring you along through this vlog. So here we go. I am going to eat some breakfast first. I've got some cereal waiting for me, and watch a little bit of YouTube, and then we're going to jump in to the reading. So I'll check back in a little while. So breakfast has been consumed. We're ready to start reading, but before that, I just wanted to show you what it looks like outside. It started snowing. Here's outside. You can see it's a little bit covered, just a little dusting, but the snowflakes are a-flying. So with the snow in the background, I've got a little space heater going. I have a nice comfy blanket. This is one of my favorite t-shirt blankets that I have. And I'm ready with some coffee in my Pride and Prejudice mug. And then I have my book. I own a ton of copies of these, which I'll show you in a little while, but this is usually the one I read. I'm not 100% sure. I think because it's a good size to carry, but you can tell this is the one that I read. It's a little bit battered. And then I pulled out my movie so that I am ready to go. So I am hoping I can get through all of this today, but I also, while I'm reading, because I'm going to be listening to the audiobook, I pulled out this Pride and Prejudice puzzle that I got a while ago, and I'm going to try to put it all together while I'm listening to the audiobook. So I'm going to hop on and see how that goes, and I'll check in a little while. Hey again, I got my puzzle all finished, and I've got about halfway through Pride and Prejudice. I've been listening this whole time. It took quite a while to do this puzzle. It was a lot harder than I was anticipating, but I got a lot of quality listening in while I was doing it. If you're familiar with the storyline, I'm right at the part where Elizabeth goes to visit her best friend Charlotte and her new husband, Mr. Collins, who's ridiculous, and she's kind of being questioned over dinner by Lady Catherine de Bourgh, and we're just about to have Darcy show up there. So I'm pretty excited to get to that part. Let me show you the puzzle that I completed. There she is. I got her all done. I'm pretty pumped. Like I said, it took a lot longer than what I was anticipating. And I actually discovered that on the back side, it's a page from Romeo and Juliet. Let me turn one of these around and show you. So like for here, if we take this piece out, you can see that there's we on it. So on the back, it is just a page from Romeo and Juliet. So obviously, I'm not going to be able to flip this without ruining my puzzle. So I'm just gonna leave it there, but look how good it looks. Yes. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a little break at this point. My coffee's gotten cold. I need to make another one. I'm gonna take a little break, just stretch out a little bit, because I've been hunched over that puzzle for hours. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of break. I'm probably gonna call my mom and chat a little bit, and then we'll get back to some reading. I have another fun little activity that I'm gonna do while I'm listening when I get back. So I'll tell you about that in a little bit. And I want to take you out and show you all the snow. Look how much more snow we got. I mean, it's been snowing. I know it doesn't look like a lot, but it's probably like half an inch at least. And it's snowing now. So we'll see how things go today. It's been kind of nice to stay home and read while it's snowing. I realized it had been a while since I last checked in, so I thought I'd pop on here. I'm going to take a little break and get some dinner. But first, let's check on the snow. So this is out of the front window. As you can see, we're like all covered up now. And here is the back window. Let's see if we can see out there. Yeah, we can. We probably have about like an inch and a half now. So we're pretty covered. It's kind of exciting. I think it's slowed down a little bit with the snow, but it's really hard to tell in the dark. And as for reading, I'm doing pretty good. We've now made it through the first proposal and the letter that he writes for her. And I just love this book. I love that part. I love this book. And I'm really loving reading this today. It is getting a little bit late. So like I said before, I'm going to stop for dinner. I originally had kind of planned to watch Pride and Prejudice while I ate dinner, but I'm thinking now I'd rather finish the book before I watch it. So I'm just going to watch like a quick little show and then get back into reading. But let me show you the project I started while I've been listening this afternoon. It doesn't look like much now, but I started a cross stitch. I thought this would be really fun. I thought this would be a fun thing to do because this is very similar to like an embroidery, which is something they would have done back in this day. I bet a lot of the ladies in this book could embroider. So I decided to start with some cross stitch. So obviously I haven't made it very far, but look how fantastic that top line is looking so far. This has probably been my most successful one that I've done so far because I finally broke down and got like the giant gauge spots. There's just so much more space in between all the lines to give you a little bit easier time to count all the holes, because that's where you go through. You go through all the holes and kind of X over the front of the material like so. And since the holes are so much bigger, I'm finally having a little bit more success. Not going to tell you what it is yet. I want to get a little bit more done and then I will show you. But like I said, I'm going to take a little break and get some dinner. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to find something in there to make. I think I might end up doing like some edamame and some ramen noodles just for something to eat really quick. And then we will get back into the cross stitch and Pride and Prejudice. So it's much later now. I got very distracted. I stopped and ate dinner. I ended up watching a lot more TV than I planned. I had to do my Spanish lessons. I'm doing Spanish on Duolingo, and I've got a really good streak going. So I had to do a little bit of that. And I just got totally distracted. It's like hours later and I haven't read anything. But I did manage to get a little Pride and Prejudice celebration in, even though I wasn't reading. Let me show you. I broke out these new cards I got and played some solitaire with my Pride and Prejudice cards. This was a gift from my friend Ricky for Christmas. Look how cute they are. All of them have these really pretty decals and things from Jane Austen books on them. They're actually titled A Truth Universally Acknowledged, which is the very first line of Pride and Prejudice. And they're actually set up to double as tarot cards. Let me find one. Here's one. So this is the death card. Ooh, it looks kind of deathy. So they actually double as tarot cards and playing cards. Here's the box. I really enjoyed playing my game of solitaire with them and checking out each of the new cards as I pick them up. And yeah, so I did this while I was watching my true crime to make sure I was getting in a little bit of Pride and Prejudice. But now I want to get back to this because I really want to finish my book tonight. I don't think that I'm going to get the movie in tonight, so I'm thinking I'll just roll this into tomorrow as well. So I'm hoping to finish the book tonight, and then tomorrow we'll watch the movie and work more on my cross stitch to hopefully you can see what it is. All right, so I'm going to go read now. I have my TV fireplace on, my cozy blanket, something to drink, a little tiny snack to munch on while I read. I'm all set. So I will check in a little while. Hey again, it's officially midnight, so the day is over and I am tired. So I didn't quite get it finished. I'm getting pretty close. Lydia has run off and all the men in the Bennett family are out trying to recover her. And that's where we're at right now. So I'm pretty close, but it's not going to happen. So tomorrow we will finish this and we'll watch the movie. I also thought I'd update you on my cross stitch project. I'm getting a little bit more done. I'm pretty excited to see how this turns out. I'm pretty excited to show it to you. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna watch just a touch more TV. My light just went out because it's midnight. It's on a timer and it goes off around midnight every night, which is a signal it's time to go to bed. So that's pretty much what I'm gonna do. So I will check in the morning. Happy Pride and Prejudice Day. Good morning. Well, I guess technically afternoon. I've just had a really, I've had a really slow going morning. I slept in late. I just kind of have been lounging around this morning and haven't really been able to get going, but now is that time. I'm gonna go ahead and start listening to Pride and Prejudice again and keep working on my cross stitch, and then I'll check in a little while. I'm hoping the next time I check in I can tell you that I have finished the book and then we'll see what else we get into tonight. I'm hoping to also watch the movie. But yes, we're going to start reading. Again, I think I left off where the men in Elizabeth's family have gone to rescue Lydia and recover her and Mr. Wickham. So, off we go. Hello! It's been several hours, and I finished Pride and Prejudice. I didn't move my bookmark, but I have finished Pride and Prejudice. I just ordered a pizza, so while I eat dinner tonight, I am going to watch the movie now that I'm done with the book. So, I'm going to eat my pizza, I'm going to watch the movie, and then when I get done eating while I'm still watching, I'm going to continue working on my cross-stitch. It's going pretty well so far. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish it tonight, so we'll see if that goes. But I'm officially finished with this book. I love this book so much. I just think it's adorable. I love the, like, hate to love trope, and I love, like, the sarcastic, like, witty banter between a couple. I just absolutely love that. So this is perfect. I love their romance story. I love Jane and Bingley's romance story. I like the ridiculous family. I really like this book. That's why it's my favorite. So that's all read. Time for pizza and a movie. I'll check back in a little while. Hello again. I'm checking in for the final time. I finished the movie and it was fantastic. I just love that story. So I very much enjoyed reading and watching that this weekend. I did not get my cross-stitch project done. I will let you know that it is definitely Pride and Prejudice related, and you're just gonna have to stay tuned on my Instagram account at Rachael Fryman to see the final project. So head on over to my Instagram and follow me there if you haven't yet. Shameless plug. And thanks so much for following along with me this weekend. I've had a blast. If you have not read Pride and Prejudice, I implore you to. If you have, let's gush down in the comments about how amazing it is. And thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you again in another video soon. Bye for now.